Dear student, I am starting your lecture number 16 on a negative feedback in a transistor amplifier. In a last few lecture we have discussed the what is negative feedback. We have discussed type of the feedback, positive feedback, negative feedback. Again it is classified as a voltage feedback and current feedback. More classification also we have seen with a 4 block diagram. What is the voltage series feedback? What is the voltage shunt feedback? What does current series feedback and current shunt feedback? We have seen the 4 block diagram. And we have seen the advantage of the negative feedback on a transistor property, transistor amplifier property. So first property we have seen the stability increases. We have seen stability of the circuit increases. Second, we have seen the bandwidth increases. Third, we have seen distortion decreases. Fourth is a noise also decreases. Today we will see what the effect of the voltage series negative feedback on input resistance and output resistance. In today's lecture, we will see the effect of the voltage series negative feedback on a input resistance of the transistor amplifier and on a output resistance of a transistor amplifier. So let us see that the effect of the feedback on input resistance of the transistor amplifier. See, this is the block diagram of this is your block diagram of a transistor amplifier with a voltage series negative feedback, with a voltage series negative feedback. This is your amplifier having a voltage gain AV. This is output voltage. Here you have given the input voltage. This is VI. This is the input voltage. You have written VI. Now I am using a feedback network. Look here. This is your feedback network. This is your feedback network. K is negative. K is what? Negative. And for a voltage series feedback, I am connecting my circuit in this way. This is the SU. This feedback is given and voltage series. So it should be in a series. So I have to connect in this way. So look here. This is the block diagram of a voltage series negative feedback. Here I am showing you this is the input resistance of the amplifier is Ri when feedback is not applied. Feedback is not applied means this is not applied. When feedback is applied, then output voltage will become VO dash, and input of the feedback network is VO dash, and this provides KVO dash to the input, as this is in series with the input. So your input voltage will be changed and it becomes VI dash. It becomes VI dash. So VI dash will be nothing but the VI plus KVO dash. As a result, as this voltage, as the feedback voltage is in series with the input, then this is a negative feedback. So input current decreases. As a result, input resistance increases. So your input resistance with feedback is, I should write, it is nothing but the, you can say, Ref current is flowing is nothing but the I. Here output is I am showing you for this amplifier is RO. When feedback is not applied, then output resistance is RO. When feedback is not applied, then your input resistance is RI. Right? Now, due to the feedback, output resistance is also changed. Let me write ROF. Now, let us discuss what is the effect of this feedback on input resistance. So, you can see this in a the effect of the this is in series, this in series. You must remember the another flow diagram that I will show you in a short way. Here I will show. This is your amplifier circuit. This is your feedback network, and this is your if you remember, this is your feedback network, this is your amplifier. Okay, so this is called voltage shunt feedback. I think you know voltage shunt feedback. This diagram I have drawn in initial stage. This is your amplifier, this is your VO dash, this is a KVO dash, this is VI, this is a voltage shunt feedback. And let me show another diagram of a voltage series feedback. This is a voltage series feedback. This is amplifier, this is output. See, this is your for a this is a current feedback. If you take this is your current, this is your current series feedback, current series. This is a feedback network, this is a VI, this is your VO dash, this is KVO dash, this is your feedback network. This is a current feedback, this is a voltage shunt. Now, what is current shunt? Let me show the current shunts. This is amplifier, this is your feedback network. See, this is your current shunt. You will refer your this is your current shunt feedback. This is your VI, this is your VO dash. Look here. This is a circuit diagram of a, this is not circuit, but let me say block diagram of a voltage series feedback. You know what is voltage feedback. If the feedback is proportional to output voltage is called voltage feedback. Now this is in series, you can see here. What is current series feedback? The feedback is proportional to output current, and it is in combined with the input. It is called current series feedback. So you can see in a current series feedback and voltage series feedback, the effective input resistance increases. Why? Because this is not in phase with the input signal. This is not in phase with the input signal. So input current decreases. Input current decreases. As a result, your input resistance, you can say, increases. So most important thing for you, in a voltage series feedback and current series feedback, effective input resistance increases after feedback. Once you apply the feedback, then for a voltage series feedback and current series feedback, your effective input resistance increases. So what about this? Can you see here? This is in parallel. This is in parallel. So in a voltage shunt feedback and current shunt feedback, input resistance decreases. In a voltage shunt feedback and current shunt feedback, input resistance decreases. Remember, for MCQ purpose, 1 mark question. For a voltage shunt feedback, current shunt feedback, input resistance decreases. It is in parallel. for a voltage series feedback and current series input resistance, you can say increases. Let us discuss simultaneously output resistance. From the diagram you can get clear cut understanding. For a voltage series, this is in parallel with the output. This terminal is parallel with the output. So this is in shunt manner. Can you see? Yes. Okay. Something is parallel is effective resistance or decreases. So for a voltage series feedback and voltage shunt feedback, effective output resistance decreases. For a voltage shunt feedback, and voltage series feedback, effective output resistance decreases, means ROF is less than RO. Okay. Here you can see it is in series. This is in series. Okay, can you see here? So this resistance is added here. You can see. So for a current series feedback and current shunt feedback, if in a transistor amplifier if you apply the current series feedback or current shunt feedback, then output resistance increases. Then what you can say? Output resistance increases. Most important. Output resistance of the transistor amplifier increases when you have employed current series or current shunt negative feedback. I think it is clear. Now let me discuss the topic now. This already you know this, so I am erasing this. Again I am telling you last time, for a voltage series feedback and current series feedback, your effective input resistance increases. Means Ref is more than Ri in for this network and this network. For a voltage series and voltage shunt feedback, output resistance due to feedback decreases, means ROF is less than RO. For a current series and current shunt feedback, your effective output resistance increases. Now let us derive the equation for the input resistance with feedback. I am starting your topic. This is all just for your explanation. Consider the block diagram of a transistor amplifier with a voltage series negative feedback as shown in figure. Right? The effect of the feedback depends upon the way in which feedback is given. For a voltage series feedback and current series feedback, the effective input resistance increases. For a voltage shunt feedback and current shunt feedback, effective input resistance decreases. So there is some advantage of to have a high input resistance, because it reduces the loading effect and increase the also voltage gain. So let me derive the equation of Ref. Very simple way you can say, from the circuit I can say Ref is nothing but the Vi upon current. But current is nothing but the Vi dash upon Ri. You can see from the circuit, from block diagram. So I can write Vi upon, this is Vi dash into Ri. So I can write Vi into Ri upon, what is Vi dash? See here, what is Vi dash? This. So Vi plus KVO dash. So I can write effective input resistance with feedback. After feedback you can say it is nothing but the Ri upon 1 plus K VO dash by Vi. But VO dash upon Vi is nothing but the gain of the amplifier with feedback. And already you know you derive this equation 1 minus KV. So by putting this value here, I can write Ref is nothing but the Re upon 1 plus K AV upon 1 minus kV. So you are master in mathematics, you can easily solve this equation. So RF is nothing but the RI into 1 minus kV. So this equation say that effective input resistance, if you don't understand then let me do here again, RI 1 minus kV plus kV, and this is in denominator 1 minus kV. So you can write this equation. So this equation say that effective input resistance after feedback increases by how much times? 1 minus kV times. K is negative, so minus minus plus. So RI increases by this much time. Already I have explained by the simple diagram. So this discussion shows that effective input resistance increases. Now let us discuss if effective input resistance increases. Now let us discuss about the output resistance. Output resistance. What the effect on the feedback on output resistance? See, again I will draw the block diagram for your understanding. Now already know that, so directly I can everything I have to explain in a previous slide. This is your feedback network having a K is negative. This has a output resistance RO. This is VO dash. This is I have shown in this is a VO dash. This is your KVO dash. This is VI. VI dash. This is RI. RO. This is a KVO dash. Here we have written current I. This is RI. Same figure in a previous page. This is your ROF. This is a block diagram of a transistor amplifier with a voltage series negative feedback is shown in the figure. The effect of the feedback on the output, resistance depends upon the way in which feedback is given. For a voltage series and voltage shunt feedback, output resistance decreases. For a current series and current shunt feedback, output resistance increases. We have to derive the equation only for voltage series negative feedback. So for this circuit I can write ROF is equal to VO dash upon I, but IO is nothing but the VO upon RO. So I can write VO dash into RO upon this is a VO. But we know that AVF is nothing but the VO dash upon VI, and AV is nothing but the VO upon VI. So I can write this is nothing but the AVF upon AV into RO. What is AVF? But AVF is nothing but the AV upon 1 minus kV. By putting this value here, I can write this is the equation of the output resistance with feedback is nothing but the RO upon 1 minus kV. See, ROF is the VO dash by IO. What is IO? IO is the VO by RO, so that I put here. What is the voltage gain with feedback? VO dash upon VI. Voltage gain without feedback, VO upon VI. Take the ratio of these two. Take the ratio. If you take the ratio, then you can get VO dash by VO is nothing but the VO dash upon VO is nothing but the AV by AVF upon AV. So instead of this I am putting AVF upon AV. What is AVF? AV upon 1 minus kV. So you can get your answer. I think you can understand this. Let us do some numerical based on this. We'll do some numerical based on this. We'll do this numericals. So this numerical is nothing but the for input and output relation. So already I did the calculation directly. Only you remember the equation. Look here, the questions. What is the question? An amplifier with the 1 kilo ohm input relation and 50 kilo ohm output relation. So this is your RI they have given. RI. Remember, this is nothing but the RI. And this is your RO. And voltage gain of AV. So this is your AV. The amplifier is now modified to provide 10% negative feedback in series with the input. Calculate voltage gain with the feedback. The input relation with feedback. Will not do this. And output relation with feedback. Otherwise I have to give the what equation. The output relation with feedback. So let's do this. So I think what they have given, see, this is RI, this is RO, this is AV, this is K is minus 10%. So 0.1, minus 0.1. What I have to calculate? Voltage gain with feedback means I have to calculate AVF. What this is RIF. And what I have to calculate? ROF. This I have to calculate. Let us do the calculation. Now look here, what the question they have given. This is question already this on your screen. The RI they have given 1 kilo. RI they have given 1 kilo. This is 1 kilo. RO they have given 50 kilo. The voltage gain AV is equal to 40. The amplifier modified K minus 10%. Minus 10% is nothing but the minus 0.1. First, find the AVF. You know what is AVF? AV upon 1 minus KV. So you have to do the calculation. This is a 40 upon 1 minus 0.1 multiplied by how much you can say 40. So if you do the calculation, you will get 8. Now second, means voltage gain decreases with the negative feedback. Second, RIF. What is RIF? RI into 1 minus KV. So it is nothing but I can write this is 1 into 1 plus, this K is minus. So I should write this is your minus 0.1 multiplied by your gain is how much? 40. So if you do this calculation, this is a 1 kilo ohm. So I can get your answer is nearly about 5 kilo ohm. Third, ROF. What is RO? RO upon 1 minus KV. This is 50 kilo ohm upon 1. This is, now you know KV is nothing but the 4 you will get. So here is nothing but the, you get your answer is nothing but the 10 kilo ohm. What you will get? Answer is nothing but the 10 kilo ohm. One numerical based on see in a feedback wave return. See the numerical statement. An amplifier has a minus 20 dB of feedback introduced. So they have given feedback, amount of the feedback in dB. Question: what is the ratio of the voltage gain before feedback and gain with feedback? So you must know this. The question is nothing but the, you should understand this is a, what is the ratio of voltage gain before feedback, means AV upon AVF they are asking you. Second questions, what is the loop gain? So they are asking KV. So here they are asking you AV upon AVF. Here they are asking you loop gain KV. Here they are asking you what is the ratio of voltage gain before feedback and gain with after feedback. This is the questions. Determine the loop gain. You know the product of K and AV is called loop gain. Third, if K is minus 5%, what is the gain before and after feedback? Means you find the gain AV and AVF. This is the questions. You must understand the first question. Now let us solve these questions. Now let us start the numerical or answer of these questions. First they are putting, what is they've given? This is feedback is they've given minus 20 dB. That is important. What is feedback? Feedback, you know this, 20 log AVF upon AV. It is minus 20 dB. So I can write 20 log AV upon AVF is 20. I think you understand. I have interchanged the, or you can say I have take the years. Instead of AV upon AV, what I written? AV upon AVF. So if you don't understand, multiply with minus sign, you can get the idea. Now, so I can write this is log AV upon AVF is equal to 1. So if you take the anti-log of this above is nothing but the what you can write 10. The AV upon AVF you are getting 10. So first answer is your AV upon AVF is equal to 10. This is the first. See again, the feedback they've given the feedback minus 20 dB. So what is feedback? 20 log AVF upon AV minus 20 dB. So 20, this is what, due to minus sign what I did, this is I have interchanged the positions. So you can write like this. Second question, KV. They are asking you what is KV. KV there it means your loop gain. So second questions I will solve in this way. F is nothing but the minus 20 dB, or I can write 20 log 1 upon 1 minus kV is equal to minus 20, or I can write 20 log 1 minus kV is equal to 20. So now you can understand 1 minus kV is equal to directly I can 10. So kV is equal to minus 9. So these are seconds answer. Seconds answer, find the loop gain. So F they have given minus 20 dB. What is F? 20 log 1 upon 1 minus kV. So minus I have multiplied, so you understand I can write like this. 1 minus kV is equal to 10, kV is equal to minus 9. Now third question. third question they are asking you, if K is minus 5%, means it is minus, it is nothing but the minus 0.05. Find the value of AV and AVF. Very easy, you can find. KV is equal to minus 9. This is minus 0.05 into AV is equal to minus 9. So from this you can find 9 upon 0.05. So you can get the value is nothing but of the order of, you can write KV is minus 9. You can do the calculation. This is your 9 upon 5 into 100. This is 20. So you can write gain is 180. So in first they are asking what is AV. So I have written AV here. Second, what is AVF? So second, AVF formula already know that AV upon 1 minus KV. Or I can do the calculation here also. See, this calculation of AV means this I am doing here. Take care. I am doing this calculation here. AVF is equal to AV upon 1 minus KV. This is 180 upon 1 minus 0.05 multiplied by 180. So AVF you can calculate. If you calculate AVF, you will get nearly about, I already have done this calculation, so you can get nearly about minus because it is what, if you do the calculation 18, so your answer is what, 18. So just let us see the numerical. Amplifier is how much? Minus 20 dB. So I have written minus 20. What is the ratio of this? So you know this equation. From this you multiply minus sign, so you are getting the log AV upon AVF and you are getting the answer. Second, what is KV? Same, the data they have given minus 20 dB. From this data I have written this. So KV is minus 9. Third question, if K you are using minus 5%, what is the gain before and after? Gain before means AV, after means AVF. So to find AV we know this, KV is equal to minus 9. K is minus 0.05. You can find the value of AV. Now what is AVF? AV upon 1 minus KV. So I have done this calculation. So second numerical based on the loop gain we have done. Let us discuss this numerical. Since it's a very important numerical, you have to understand. See here, what is the data they have given and what they are asking you. See, I am reading the question. An amplifier has a voltage gain AV is equal to 100. Means they have given this is AV is equal to 100. A technician decides that 10% negative feedback should be employed to reduce the distortion. Means once you design the amplifier, now you find you are getting some distortion. So you have decided, let us apply the negative feedback. How much? 10%. So you apply the 10% negative feedback, means K is minus 10%. This is K. This is your K. First question, what will be the voltage gain with the feedback? Means they are asking you AVF. I am discussing one by one. Look here. See the questions, what will be the voltage gain with feedback? So I am finding first First I am finding AVF. What is AVF? You know, AV upon 1 minus KV. Well, already they have given AV is nothing but the how much 100, K is nothing but the negative feedback 10%. So minus 10 upon 100, you can write minus 0.1. So let us put this value. This is 100 upon 1 minus 0.1 multiplied by 100. You will get 9.09. This is your AVF in a A. This is they are asking you A. Finding what will be the voltage gain with feedback. Now B is very good. Look here. Try to understand what the questions B. Finding the voltage gain to be excessively low with the 10%. So when you apply the negative feedback 10%, you find that this is too low. So technician believe that let us double the voltage gain. Keep the voltage gain double and also give the 5% negative feedback. So you will get your expected one. So let us see what is the expected, how much expected one is getting. So let me write here AVF is nothing but the AV upon 1 minus KV. What is AV? AV is initially 100. Now you are preparing how much you are making? 200. Because he told you finding the voltage gain to be extremely low, means excessively low with 10% negative feedback. The technician believe that doubling the voltage gain will result. So I have to double this voltage gain, so make it double. And K I have kept 5%. K, what you give? 5%. So 5% means minus 0.05. You will get your expected one. So let us see the expected one. Are you getting on what? 100 upon 1 minus 0.05 into 200. So you will get 18.18. This is expected one. Now in the same they are asking you by how much does the actual voltage gain differ from the expected one. So what is the actual voltage gain? So actual voltage gain, you can say in a B also AVF is equal to AV upon 1 minus KV. So AV I have to take 100, K I have to take minus 0.05. So this is 100 upon 1 minus 0.05 into 100. You will get 16.67, I think so. 16.67 you will get. Means big gain is how much? 100. K, how much you are giving now second time? 5%. So what should be the actual voltage gain? 16.67. Okay. So how much this is differ from this one, expected one? So difference is nothing but the, you can write, difference is nothing but the 18.18 minus 16.67. So it is your 1.51. So actual voltage gain differ from the expected value is how much? 1.51. Now see. C is again I am discussing. See what the C. What should he have reduced the feedback to in order to double the gain that existed in A? How much gain is existed? 9.09. What the question? Read the question. If you want to double this, okay, then in this case with feedback you want to double this, then how much K you have to apply? The question is like this. See, read carefully. What should he have reduced the feedback from? We actually give the how much feedback? 10%. How much he has to reduce? from 10 to how much he has to reduce to get this double of this in this case. So in short, I have double of this means 2 of 9.09, 18.18. What should be the value of K? If AV is 100, AVF is equal to AV upon 1 minus KV. This is your 18.18. This is 100. 1 minus K into 100. So I will get, here is nothing but to find if you this K you will get minus 0.045. So K is nothing but 4.5%. K is nothing but the minus 4.5%. I think you understand. It's a very good numerical. Suppose you are an engineer and you are designing one amplifier, okay, whose gain is how much? 100. Now to reduce the distortion, you apply the 10% negative feedback. Then what will be the gain after feedback? This much. Now you find this is too low. So what do you think? You think that make this double and use a K only 5%. What will be the gain? This much. How much this is differ from the actual one? Actual, this is the equation. This is 100, K is 5%. This is actual gain. This is differ from this is how much? 1.5. Now, if you want to gain this double after feedback with the same AV, what should be the value of K? You can buy this way. Here is the end of the lecture.